FDI and retail seems set to hog the limelight in next week's winter session of Parliament. While the opposition will gun for the government, Congress's key ally and DMK patriarch M. Karunanidhi is keeping the ruling alliance on tenterhooks over its stand on FDI. Keeping the centre guessing, Karunanidhi has said that the party will take a decision only after DMK's parliamentary committee's report on FDI. The party patriarch said that he'd rather maintain suspense over the issue. Our senior political editor Javed Ansari now joins us for a perspective on this blackmail really that the DMK is putting the Congress party through. Javed, is DMK in a position to actually be able to put pressure on the UPA or say the Congress party over an issue like the FDI?
Yeah, but because given the wafer-thin majority that the UPA government enjoys in Parliament, not just the DMK but even some supporting parties like the SP and the BSP are now using this opportunity to up the ante to arm twist the government. This is a very difficult situation that the government finds itself in, and it's an opportune time for its allies and supporting parties to extract their pound of flesh, and they're doing precisely that at this time.
Javed, has the Congress then started reaching out to people like Karunanidhi? We of course know that they are speaking to Samajwadi Party and the BSP. The Prime Minister had a lunch and dinner with them. But what about the allies within the UPA?
Well, they are certainly reaching out. Over the weekend, senior ministers have been in touch with Mr. Karunanidhi, and he's kept his powder dry. He's playing his cards, keeping his cards very close to his chest. He told them that he will only decide once his parliamentary committee gets back to him. Perhaps he's waiting for certain concessions from the government. We do not know. Similar is the case with the SP and the BSP. While Karunanidhi is a very old ally of the government, and if he also does not vote for the government, even if, assuming for argument's sake that the government does survive the vote, it will be a huge body blow and it will lead to greater instability as far as this government is concerned, and therefore the need to ensure that not just all the existing allies but even supporting parties, the main supporting parties like the SP and the BSP are on board, and they vote along with the government so as to ensure that there is no embarrassment to the government on the floor of the House when the FDI resolution, which has been moved by Mr. Basudeb Acharya, he's moved this resolution under Article 184, which entails the voting at the end of the debate, and therefore the government will have to, if he presses ahead, the government will have to ensure that it has the numbers. That's why the new Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Mr. Kamal Nath, is working overtime behind the scenes. He's trying to placate. He arranged for a meeting with Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav, a luncheon meeting with Mayawati. He's also using his back channel contacts with all the other small parties as well as the opposition party to trying to reach and find some common ground in order to stave off any embarrassment that the government might have to encounter on the floor of the House.
Clearly the government and Kamal Nath's task is cut out over here. Let's get more details on exactly what the DMK is thinking at the moment from our correspondent Shabir Ahmed, who joins us from Chennai. Shabir, when is this parliamentary report likely to come out, basis which Karunanidhi is going to decide on his stand on FDI?
Well, sources in the DMK clearly say that the report is going to be tabled before Karunanidhi by next week. That is when the parliamentary panel meeting is expected to happen ahead of the session, in which they will be debating this issue in a detailed manner. But Karunanidhi, as far as all the indications that one can see now, is that the DMK will not take any decision that will embarrass the Congress on the floor of the House, though they want to do a tough political posturing at this point in time, because DMK being the second largest ally in the alliance after Mamta's exit, they want to engage in some kind of bargain. So that is what precisely Karunanidhi is doing at this point in time, because he is not ready to reveal his strategy on the floor of the House, which the DMK is going to adopt. So he says that still he wants to maintain that suspense so that the Congress will once again approach him, because this stand itself was taken after a meeting with Chidambaram. So this is something which Karunanidhi is doing because of because to engage in a kind of bargain with the Congress so that his demands are met. Because already Karunanidhi is very upset with the Congress, the way the Congress has been taking all the decisions without consulting the bigger allies like the DMK. So that is there. So at this point in time, Karunanidhi is trying to bargain, but DMK insiders say that definitely they will not be embarrassing the Congress on the floor of the House.
Clearly, the DMK looking at extracting their pound of flesh from the UPA. Many thanks, Shabbir Ahmed, for getting us all those details from Chennai.